Alex might have caught somebody cheating. Maybe, and you might even know who it is. What's up? It's the Fresh Till Death podcast. We are the Freshes.
What's happening?
Hi, we're the Freshies. I'm Jubal Fresh. I'm hot ass wife Alex Fresh. And thank you for checking out the podcast. Remember, the Fresh Till Death podcast drops every single Monday. Do us a favesy.
Rate and review.
Rate
I was going to
and
just
review.
mock you when you did it. Because I knew it was coming and you didn't do it.
I know.
You failed me.
I paused because I saw you starting to say something and I was like, is she going to say
I was just
rate? Okay. Rate and review. Rate, review, please. Rate it and then write a review of it. If you're watching the podcast on YouTube, then you can see Alex mocking me the whole time. Do me a favor, rate, review it. Rate and review it. You're really good at that, by the way. Also, remember the Fresh to Death podcast on Mondays, the Jubal Show on Wednesdays, and of course, after the Fresh Till Death podcast, the Fresh Till Death podcast, where Alex gets me high and makes me do things, and she's still mocking me for some reason.
Yes.
All right. So we're starting off the podcast. I said that Alex might have caught somebody cheating. First of all, though, before we get into anything else, I am so hot right now.
Why is that?
My face is red and I'm very hot and I have heartburn
Why?
because I took an herbal Viagra thingy.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know if you-
right. I was wondering why I was feeling off too, because I took one too.
She took one too.
That answers that. Okay.
Yeah, so we're adults and we're married and we do the thing that adult married people do sometimes, and that is podcasts together. But so we decided to take this herbal. It's herbal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
natural.
It's like natural Viagra stuff. We're not gonna do that on the podcast. No, not even on
Not
the
on-
Patreon.
Not on Patreon.
No, you're not getting that content anywhere.
Yet.
Yeah, that's our own personal content, and we'll let you know if we ever decide to release that on in
VH.
theaters. VHS.
Pornhub.
But okay, so anyway, we had these herbal Viagras and we took one. Alex, of course, felt nothing. That sounds bad. She didn't feel nothing.
I have no feelings.
She did. She felt something.
I did feel something.
Not from that though. She didn't feel anything from the herbal Viagra thingy, right? Until now.
I mean, did it work?
Well, it worked for me.
Okay.
But also so anyway, we took it and then we did what married people do, right?
Yeah.
Went shopping, did some chores, ran some errands together.
Past Burger Master.
We did. We passed a burger place and we'll get into that in a second. But anyway, so I took it. It's fine. Everything worked fine.
Oh, side note.
Huh.
Lady at La Quinta, don't ask what we're here for.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, don't.
Because that's just awkward and we don't want to tell you.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
when you check into a hotel,
yeah.
don't ask.
Don't ask why people are going to a hotel. All right.
Yeah.
Look, got kids. Alex has kids. So anyway,
I'm feeling frisky.
Are you really? No way. Are you for real? What a delayed reaction.
Stop. It says that it can last a long time.
Yeah. It does say it can last a long time, but it's like
So
3 hours later.
It should be.
It's like 3 hours later.
It should be.
Yeah.
It says it can take a while to kick in, and then it lasts a long time.
Well, so on the Fresh Till Death podcast today, Alex is very horny.
You're not?
Yeah, of course I am.
Of course.
Yeah. So the lady, because we have kids at the house, and sometimes it's like, we're gonna.
And time out. We just spent 7 days on vacation with the kids.
We did 7 days on vacation with the kids, which means not a whole lot of fooling around.
Not so much.
So, we're planning, we get back, we're like, hey, we got those herbal Viagras. Let's take them on
You
Sunday.
were like, let's take them.
I was like, yeah, it was my idea.
Yes.
I was like, hey, this would be a good idea. And she's like, yeah, okay. But now it looks like you're into it. But
Yeah,
anyway,
asking.
so we took them because we're like, let's do those. And then when we get back, when we're all back home, we can just be like, we're going to go run some errands, go to a hotel, test those bad boys out.
The La Quinta.
The La Quinta, that's our spot, by the way.
They have really comfortable beds.
They do. That should be we don't have any advertisers yet for the Fresh Till Death podcast, which, by the way, rate review. But if La Quinta did want to hire us, like advertise on we'd be more than happy to give you an endorsement. That is where married people can go and bone.
Yeah. And we got upgraded to the suite.
We did. We got a suite this time.
Because the girl knew who he was.
Yeah. Which is also kind of embarrassing.
Kind of weird.
I mean, it's not embarrassing because you don't have to tell them like what you're really there for. Like, hey, but they ask so many questions when you check into hotels. It's like, maybe I don't want to tell you why we're here. And they keep asking, was it just an evening off or just hanging out? It's like, we just needed like a couple hours to get away and use this
film
herbal
some stuff, okay?
And use this,
why are you asking questions?
Yeah, and we wanted to use some herbal Viagra, and we're gonna go up there, and we're gonna go to Pound Town real quick, and then we're gonna go leave, and then we're not gonna stop at Burger Master, and she's gonna get very upset about that.
You know, I only said it smelled good 3 times.
Yeah, so there's a burger place right next to the Quinta, and it did smell good. We got out to walk in, it smelled delicious, and then she was like, "That smells good." So we go, hang out for a little bit at the La Quinta, and then we get out and we're walking to the car. She's like, "That smells good. We should get some fries and a shake or whatever."
Just fries and a shake.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I wanted.
Mm-hmm. And then
too much task.
No. And then she said it again, and then she gets a phone call, and I'm pull out again. Sorry, but I drive by it, and then I'm like whispering like, "Do you want me to?" And she's like, whatever you want to do. And so I'm like, "Okay, fine." And then I keep going, and then we get back to the house, and I'm like, "I'm hungry." And then she's like, "Yeah, I'm hungry too. You should have stopped. If I say something about burgers 3 times, just stop and get a burger.
Just pull in.
Just pull in and get a fucking burger." So anyway, so now she's hungry and also horny probably.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean,
that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny how it kicked in so late for you. But
I wouldn't even say really horny though. I mean, I'm just frisky.
Frisky?
Yeah, I'm feeling frisky.
What do you mean, like hyper?
Which could probably turn into horny if we were trying to get it on.
Okay. But like when you say frisky, just like hyper?
Yeah, kind of feeling frisky.
Weird. Okay. Well, my face feels hot, and like I feel kind of.
Well, we can't get naked right now. So.
We could, but we're not going to.
No, we'll save that for later.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's to be continued.
To be continued. So anyway, started this off by saying that Alex might have caught somebody cheating.
Yep.
And that's because earlier today she was looking at what was it on Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook.
She was looking at this video on Facebook, and we're going to show it to you right now, and you can hear the audio too if you're listening to the podcast on iTunes. And I'll explain it to you if you're listening, but if you can see it, on the YouTube, you can actually see the video. So it's a woman who she's showing. You explain it.
So I watch a lot of videos on Facebook, but I came across this one on Ladable. I think that's how you say it.
Ladable? LAD Bible?
Oh, it doesn't have
the
whole thing. It didn't have the whole thing. Yeah.
LAD.
Yeah, but it didn't have the whole thing written out.
I've seen it before. Okay.
I showed him, but it's this mom who was taking a video of her kids, her 3 kids. She was crying in the video. So we'll kind of talk through the video of like what our thoughts are.
Yeah. And remember, you'll hear the audio on the on the iTunes, but you can also go over to the Facebook, YouTube, and see it on YouTube too.
Yeah.
So she's crying. Is she in scrubs, by the way?
Yes, I do believe it looks like she's in scrubs.
Okay. That helps also the story. It's the middle of the day. She's in scrubs, which means she either was taking a break from work or got off of work, or maybe even was about to head to work, but probably taking a break from work is what I think now.
I think.
And she starts off and she's holding, like it's like selfie mode, and she's crying. And then go ahead and play the video.
I'm crying because, look.
Okay. So she says.
So one of her boys, she has a boy who's 5, a girl who looks like she's about 3, and then like a 1-year-old.
Okay. And she's like, "I'm crying." And then she shows the boy, right?
Mm-hmm.
His head is shaved.
Like in all different areas, like a buzz cutter. Like he got a hold of a buzz cutter.
Right. Like it's obviously he did it himself, or they went to a really shitty barber.
Yeah.
But it's obvious he did it himself because she's upset about it. And then she shows the daughter, who's a little bit younger, and her hair is also cut in the back. It's cut very cleanly though. Like he had to have been going over the hair quite a bit to get that
Yeah.
much off.
Like the whole back of her head is like gone.
Yeah. Alex knows. She cuts hair. She cuts my hair. That's a good job. Thank you very much. But you have to to get a head that clean, you got to go over it a few times.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so you see the 2 kids and then continue it.
Eloise, turn around. Turn around. Oh my God, oh my God. Look it. Do you like your haircut?
No.
Yeah.
Turn around. Why'd you let brother do that?
She said she wanted me to do that a lot, and so I did it.
Okay.
She wanted to
All right.
show
It's
me.
just
Okay, so she's showing all the kids. Obviously the older one cut everybody's hair, right? Which how long I've cut my own hair before. I shave my own head. It takes quite a while, especially to get that clean. But Alex was like, what was she doing to allow him to not only cut his hair like that, almost all the way bald, the girl's hair like that, and then another kid's hair like that.
Like the 1-year-old. So
Right.
his hair was also, but I mean, I get it. I'm a mom. Like kids can get into things very quickly.
Yeah.
But
That's why, okay, that's my question. Because what we're about to say here, some people would be like, well, kids do that all the time. And they do stuff like that all the time. But Alex, you've been a mom for 13 years now.
yep,
Right.
13 of them.
Yeah. A mother of 2 for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they get away from you, but also and I've been a step parent for what? I mean, I've been around the kids for like a year or more, a little more.
A year and a half.
Year and a half, okay. But even I know when the house gets kind of quiet, something's not right. Or if you just haven't seen them in a while and they're that young, you got to go fucking
When they're
check
that young,
on 'em.
that's the thing is Jack's at this age, he's 6, almost 7. He can play on the tablet and I can let him be for a while now. But when you have a 1, a 3, and a 5-year-old, I'm sorry, you don't let this much time pass.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how could you not hear the buzz cutter? Also,
Right.
it's loud.
Yeah. Because
So-
kids get away. You would hear, you should hear a buzz cutter. I mean, you can hear that even if you have a pretty large house. Like if I'm buzzing my hair upstairs, I don't ever buzz my hair, but if I'm using the buzzer for my beard or whatever, you'd hear it down the hall, right? You can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so estimated how long do
I
you
would
think
say
that would
less
take?
than 10 minutes.
Less than 10 minutes, but close to 10 minutes probably.
Probably.
Okay, to cut
Which-
that hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, who knows how long they were playing before this, okay?
Right.
Alone.
Right.
Before they found the buzz cutter. Let's
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
Because
Okay?
it's not like you're not leaving the room going, okay, guys, have fun. Or you're not just doing something and then it's like, boom, buzz cutter right away. It's
Right.
like playing around. You know what would be fun? Where's the buzz cutter? Boom. Now
Okay.
he's cutting all the hair. Okay. So pay attention.
Okay. So, which, I'm thinking, oh man, yeah, that mom was just doing whatever. I'm
Mhm.
just not paying attention.
Yeah.
And then I heard something.
Which is possible. She could not be paying attention. But yeah, focus on what Alex is about to show you.
It's hair. It's hair, and it's gonna grow back, and mommy's okay. Did you cut Fred's hair?
Fred's the 1-year-old.
A little.
Okay. Honesty, that's good. It's just hair. It grows back. Okay?
Okay. So now she's looking at the kids, showing the kids that have their head shaved.
Eloise.
Okay. Right
Mommy,
here.
how come that sounded like our dad?
Okay. So
Okay.
she's looking at her daughter's hair.
Right.
Like she's in disbelief that half of her daughter's hair is gone. It's
Mhm.
buzzed off.
So reverse it a
I'm
little
going
bit,
to.
and then just play that one more time, and focus on what the kid says.
This is her oldest, the 5-year-old. Okay.
This is the one that did all the hair cutting and everything else. And here's what he says while she's looking at the daughter's hair.
Mommy, how come that sounded like our dad?
Mommy, how come that sounded like our dad?
And then I'm gonna play now just the few seconds right after that.
Right.
She doesn't acknowledge it.
She doesn't acknowledge it. She
And-
might not have heard it, or she might not wanted to have not acknowledged it.
So if I went back and rewatched the whole video, she acknowledges pretty much every single thing each kid says every
Yeah.
single time.
She does.
She does.
Right. And he says, Mommy, why did that sound like our dad? Right?
Yeah.
Right? Is that what he says? Why did that sound like our dad?
Yeah.
Play it
I'll
one more
use-
time.
I will.
Mommy, how come that sounded like our dad? Mommy, how come that sounded like our dad?
So it's not their dad because
Yeah.
he would know his dad's voice.
Yes.
Okay.
He would know. Also, She's in scrubs, right? Looks like maybe the middle of the day.
Could have picked her kids up.
Could have just picked them up. Could have, yeah, whatever.
Met somebody there.
Exactly. The dad's obviously not there because why would you ask? Why did that sound like our dad? Right.
Right.
You would know if your dad was there. Be like, oh, it sounds like our dad because dad's here.
Right.
Not why did that sound like our dad?
Okay. So then here is, let's just play.
So then, this is later on in the video.
This is later on.
It shows the dad like cleaning up after he's like shaved the older kid.
Yep.
His
So
whole
this
hair.
is what I think. I think that she just let it be until the dad got home from work
To show him.
And then they shaved the head, and he's out in the garage sucking all the hair off with like a shot back.
Yeah, because also if the dad was home, he would have been in that video.
Yeah.
Because
he would
most likely if something like that happened, you'd be like, hey, come, you have to check this out.
Absolutely.
And then you would shoot a video. She's obviously by herself. Well, maybe by herself, but she's obviously, the husband isn't there.
Right.
And later on, he's shaving the kid's heads because she probably was like, I'll wait till dad gets home because I wanted to laugh at it.
I wanted to see it.
Yeah, it'll be funny. He'll laugh at it. So the kid shaves his head. But obviously, she was gone for a while, at least 10 minutes.
At least.
Probably more than 10 minutes, like we said, because if they're playing around. So she's not around the kids with enough time for them to get to the point where they get clippers out, shave all the heads, and then for her to find it. So what was she doing?
What was she doing?
And then you hear the kid go, Mom, why did that sound like our dad?
It's suspicious.
It is
I don't care
suspicious.
who you are.
No.
Lady in scrubs, don't cheat on your husband.
Comment and let us know if you agree, because that definitely sounds like she was taking a break.
That's some shady business.
It is shady. And I wonder if she probably didn't even notice that. Well, it seemed like she ignored the question.
It could have gone two ways. Either she ignored it, but also she made, because I'm a mom, I can block out anybody, really. I can hear somebody talking, but I won't even, sometimes I just block them out. I can't even tell you exactly what they said, anything.
Oh, I know. You did it to me. You did it to me. So I'll be like, I'll have a full on conversation, and there's like, are you, hello? It's like, huh, what?
Because like sometimes I'm reading and I'm not going to stop reading what I'm reading to be interrupted 5,000 times a day.
I'm sure any mom that listens to the podcast or watches the podcast will agree with you. Any parent, really, you can shut them out.
I want to make this point though.
Yeah.
So she really may not have heard the question. She could have heard her son talking, but may not have heard it because she was looking at Eloise's hair and she was like pulling hair off of her, like, oh my God. So she may not even heard it. And then when she like went to go upload the video, like didn't even catch it.
Yeah, maybe. And probably didn't even realize that anybody would pick up on that and go, oh, wait a second. What were you doing while the kids did this? And why is one of your kids asking why somebody sounded like daddy?
So I went to the comments to see if people, caught that. And I went through hundreds of comments and only saw one.
Only one person pointed that out. Yeah.
Most of them were like, oh my God, she's such a good mom. Like her reaction. And I'm like, that's also fake. Let's talk about that for a second.
Actually, yeah. Her reaction is super fake. She's obviously one of those people that's trying to go viral. Right?
Right.
Part of me, when you were first showing me, was like, did she shave? Because Alex showed this to me. So I walked in the house. By the way, we got a metal detector today. And I was out in the yard metal detecting. We were both out in the yard metal detecting, but she came back in for a second. And then I went back out because we found this magazine. We'll get back on topic in a second, but we found this magazine outside. It was like plastic wrapped in like just, dirty. And I was like, oh shit, that might be like a comic book, a really rare comic book that somebody wrapped up and put in the backyard. And so she's inside hanging out and I'm out there like about to open this up. Like we might've like made $1 million on a comic book. And I open it up and I kind of dust it off a little bit. And what do I see? Neil Patrick Harris does whatever. I'm like, it's fucking somebody's Us Weekly they tossed in the backyard. It was like a Us Weekly or something with Neil Patrick Harris. So it's probably old because I don't think.
With worms in it, right?
Yeah, there were worms in it too.
Yeah,
so anyway, but I walk back in and she's like, look at this video. And she shows it to me. And she's like, I'll point something out to you. And I was fully prepared to be like, she shaved those kids' heads on purpose to go viral. And
I
then-
didn't think so.
Yeah.
But
Now I don't think so now either. I think she was boning somebody else.
I think so. Like maybe a coworker.
Yeah.
Maybe she's like, I'm gonna go pick up my kids. You meet me at my house. My husband's still at work. Da, da, da.
Exactly.
You know?
She goes, hey, blah, blah, blah. Because the kids didn't know the guy was there either. You guys go play in here.
Right.
Mom's going to get it. The coworker's going to knock it out real quick, beat it up a bit, and then I'll be back, you know? And then, anyway, her reaction, though, she's definitely trying to go viral for being a supportive mother.
And that's what most of the comments were, and it was really obnoxious.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh.
Because her reaction is like,
Because
you don't need to get mad at your kid. Like, it's fine. Like, it's not fine. Like, it's might be kind of annoying to you, but it's also funny at the end of the day. If they shave that, it's funny. But she's pouring it on.
she was crying at first, and she was really upset. I feel like at the beginning.
Yeah,
and
she
then
was.
And then her daughter's face was like, You
Yeah.
could tell she was like really scared of her reaction.
Yeah.
But
And she's like, and she's like, no, that's
no,
my
no.
God. Look, I'm
I mean, it would be
Yeah.
sad to have a little girl and have her head shaved like that because her hair was kind of longer, you know,
Especially.
for a 3-year-old, I feel like. But her
Yeah.
boys, I wouldn't care. Like the boys, I would just be like, all right, yeah,
The
shave
boys, whatever. But the little girl, every time you looked at that shaved head, you would have to think about the time you were cheating on your husband and she got her
it. So
head
you know what's
shaved.
interesting is like now it has really gone viral. I've seen it several times. One that was a longer version, which is like 2 minutes. I saw a 15-second one.
Really?
Yeah.
So they've trimmed it down, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going viral. So I wonder if like her husband will eventually see it, or their friends will be like, "Oh my God, look! You know,
Yeah.
like that's so funny. You guys went viral." And like, he'll end up seeing it and hearing it.
I wonder if it would dawn on him if he's like, what sounded like, let's play that conversation out, okay? You be her.
Yeah.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
So I saw the full clip from when the kids shaved their head
Oh my
the other
God,
day.
I was really upset.
Yeah, but it's so cool how supportive you were. You were so supportive. You're such an
I know.
amazing.
Did I do a good job?
You did such a great job.
Okay,
I mean, I know
okay.
you were yelling
it
at
made
them
me
before.
go viral.
I know before that you were screaming at them. And
I edited that part out though.
I know.
But it made me go viral.
I know you did. I know, and it's great that you did that.
Yeah.
I don't think you should have hit him, but I'm glad that you showed like the softer.
I edited that out.
I know, and I'm glad. It's good that you did
Okay.
because people would have ripped you hardcore. You would have
Why
gone
do
viral
you think
for
I edited it out?
You would have gone viral for the wrong reasons.
I would have been arrested by now.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know. So-
Anyways.
It's good, and I like that you showed off how sensitive you are and everything else because that's great. You're not normally like that, and we both know that. We both know that. But what was the whole thing when what's the kid's name? The older one, do you remember?
No.
Whatever. We'll call him Chad. What was the thing when Chad said, "Why did that sound like our dad?" Do you know
What are you
he was
talking about? What are you talking about?
Well, so I don't know the daughter's name. Myra.
Eloise.
We'll call her Eloise.
Eloise.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And
Okay.
then Fred.
Yeah, Fred. So, well, it was you were looking at Eloise's hair,
Uh-huh.
right? I know you edited this part. It was right when you screamed at her, and then you were looking through it. Remember?
Mhm.
And he said, "Mom, why did that sound like our dad?" And I was thinking, like, I was at work, and I know that you were carpooling with Jim that day. No, it wouldn't be carpooling, because he would have come in after the kids went
On
down.
schedule because she was in scripts. Like
Yeah.
on schedule.
Yeah.
On the same schedule as.
Yeah, there we go. So, and I know that you were on the same schedule with Jim that day, and you remember how you were telling me that, you think he has like the hots for you or whatever. And I was just thinking about, I was like, well, wait a second. I'm at work. She just got home. It seems like a long time that the kids were left alone to do that. And then obviously there was another man's voice in the house. So I just want, what did he mean by that? What did Fred mean by that? Do you know?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I have no recollection.
Okay. So I put a nanny cam up in the room and I just want to show you some video real quick. Okay. Can I show you some video?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just
good.
gonna show you the video.
It's okay.
I'm just gonna show it to you. Okay.
We already
Yeah.
have filmed ourselves. I don't need to rewatch it.
I know, but I'm just
okay?
gonna show it to you.
No,
I,
I'm
and I, I want.
good.
I,
Okay, no,
so,
it's fine.
so is that Jim?
What?
Exactly. That's exactly what'll happen when he sees the full version. And her going viral will lead to their divorce.
And I was gonna interrupt you and be like, "Well, Fred was a 1-year-old," but I just continued to go with it. But Fred was.
Oh.
So you named him like Carl or something.
Chad.
Chad. Okay.
Chad,
So you kind of fucked that one up, but
I'm
that's
sorry
okay.
about that. I apologize.
I was gonna correct you, but I'm like, no, I'm still staying on this bitch.
So it's Chad is Merelda,
No, Eloise.
Eloise, and Fred.
Chad, Eloise, and Fred.
And those
Wait,
poor kids.
I really want to figure. Oh shit! I really
What's
want
that?
to figure out what his name though really was because.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's find out his name.
Teddy.
Teddy.
It's Teddy. It's Teddy.
Teddy and what?
Teddy, Eloise, and Fred. Who names their
Teddy,
kids?
Eloise and Fred.
Teddy. Like, is that Theodore
Yeah, or just Teddy.
or Theodore, and then they call him Teddy, and then
Maybe.
Eloise, and they call her Ellie.
Oh God.
I don't know. And then Fred for Frederick. I mean, are you kidding me? It's too okay.
Everything about this woman annoys me. She's banging Jim from The Office. Not The Office.
You know,
the
it's
hospital.
not even like she's from England. I mean, she's an American white woman. Like, why are you naming them Teddy, Eloise, and Fred? Literally.
Exactly.
Okay,
So
go ahead. She's
Oh, no.
banging somebody from her work. I
she's-
feel like
she's banging either a dentist. She might be like a dentist.
she could be a dental hygienist.
dental hygienist.
and she could be banging the
The
dentist.
dentist. Oh shit.
Oh.
That's what's going on. We figured it out. She's a dental hygienist and she's banging the dentist.
I mean,
And-
she has nice teeth.
She does have nice teeth.
It
The
makes
husband's
sense.
at work. She's banging the dentist
All signs point.
to banging the dentist. All right. Well, now it's time for the podcast.
Yay.
So you have to head over to Patreon. Patreon.com/.
Jubal Fresh.
Patreon.com/.
Jubal Fresh.
Patreon.com/.
Jubal
Yes.
Fresh.
Head over to Patreon.com/JubalFresh.
Oh,
What?
finish it.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Patreon.com/.
Jubal Fresh.
Yes. Head over there, and Alex will get me high, and then what are we gonna do?
I mean, if there's talk,
Okay.
we have been doing things.
Right. What? We've been getting high and then like going to do things. So okay. Do that. All right. So Alex will get me high, and then we'll sit here and talk about some stuff, or whatever. She has-
Patreon.com/.
Jubal Fresh.
Patreon.com/.
Jubal Fresh.
Come see the podcast
Yes.
on Patreon.com/.
Jubal Fresh. And remember, rate, review this podcast. Fresh to Death every Monday. Jubal Show Wednesday. I see you out of the corner of my eye mocking me right now. And Patreon.com/Jubal Fresh. And all signs point to banging the dentist. All right. See you later.